What's up, YouTube? Irish USMC Vet in the house. Poison Stinger. Thanks for showing up today. How you doing today, sir?
I'm doing all right, man. I'm getting by. Even though another video was yanked, I'm all right. I'm re-uploading as we speak. Bitches.
So there's a Global Reset Survival Guide available for you to download. I have not downloaded it yet, but I figured I would share that with everybody. Good morning, Redo Girl. Mr. TB9, hello. I just bought 2.5 ounces of gold on the dip and 6 months to pay for it. Ha ha ha, winner.
Dip? What dip are you talking
It's
about, bro?
below
It's still
$2,000. It's below $2,000 this morning. It's down $77.
Yeah, hold on. Not according to my app, it wasn't. Oh shit! It is.
Yeah.
1944. Where's that stimulus check, bro? I need to get that real fucking quick so I can pop. And you know what? Yesterday, gold and the gold to silver ratio was like 69. Oh, I was tempted. I definitely have more than that of silver, right? And so I'm thinking, man, might be nice. It might be nice to get me a full ounce of gold. I don't know if I should though.
Silver's trending down. It's down $2.06 as of right now. Just refresh Kitco.
Yep. Is this the dip everybody was hoping for? Because I tell you what, by the end of the day, it's probably going to rebound.
Right. It's down $210. Platinum's down $37. Palladium's down $107, and rhodium's up $200. Live spot gold price is down $86.80 so far today. So yeah, just checked my bag and did a shake and bake, laugh out loud. Is that a Ricky Bobby comment?
Yep, shake and bake.
Dear Lord, baby Jesus, I like the baby Jesus. You know what I'm saying? I just think the baby Jesus.
That's the best version of Jesus for sure.
Never wanted to spend like this ever, but what I'm hearing, I'll make it. Yeah. If everything goes as planned according to the pandemic, if the shit drops out, and because the faith is being lost in the U.S. dollar, so it won't be the reserve world currency anymore.
Yep.
If that happens, you're going to be in for a fucking a wealth transfer for people that have gold and silver. I mean, was it Wells Fargo just bought out the bank that owned all the silver in the United States or some shit like that? So. Good morning, Saints and Sappers. I'm going to attempt to listen while I move a car trailer. Maybe. Good to go. Unless it drags the four-wheeler down the hill. Oh, fuck. Would you like to be on the live stream so that we can send help? Or is there a specific amount of time that we should wait before we call 911 and have them send them to your house to help you? If that's the case, go ahead and give us a... Hey, I'm gaming on the other computer. Hello. Everything down. That effing Trump. 28.
What's going on with Trump?
K down. Oh, the Dow's down. It was up like 350 points yesterday. So, yeah, I mean they're gonna have to suppress it and drop the silver and gold prices back down.
They're gonna try. They are gonna try. I mean, at some point, it's gonna stop. You can't suppress it forever. In my chat that we were talking about how if you adjust for inflation, the silver prices in 1980 or the highs in 1980 versus the highs today, they have definitely been suppressing it, because if it was the same, the high we're at today would be like $188 an ounce. It should be at $188 an ounce if you adjust for inflation or something like that. It was interesting.
So I did get a package in the mail from a subscriber. It is a coin. They do not wish to be recognized, but thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's see if we can get it on here and see what it says.
72 virgins.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it says 72 Virgin dating service, express delivery available. We'll hook you up. And then on the other side, it's a Marine Corps Challenge coin.
Nice.
And it's in a hard plastic case. So thank you very much for that. If you're watching, awesome. If you're watching this later, thank you very much. Appreciate it. That'll go in my coin collection. So yeah, Friday I'll start the Purdue garden stuff. So to become a master gardener, so I can teach those classes that we're talking about down at the Tennessee farm. So I will start that this Friday, I believe, is what the guy said this morning. I'm not sure what time Friday, but hopefully we'll still have the morning muster. We didn't have morning muster yesterday because the power was out. Yay! Rural power. Usually the power's not bad. It's the fucking internet that's bad. But hey, power was out. It rained. So that's why we were not here yesterday. So without power, we have no internet. And we currently do not have natural gas or anything, so we could not have a backup generator without having to use a gas power generator or something. So yeah, not something I'm interested in. If we ever do get a natural gas, then I would definitely go with the Generac generator. But as far as that goes, I need to get a hold of Bobby Pleasure Paradise and get his hookup for all the free solar panel stuff, so I can get the free solar panels.
There you go, man. We've been actually thinking about that ourselves. Like, what if instead of looking for a down payment on a place that has a house, what if we just get a piece of land, the right amount of land, and then get one of those tiny homes? We don't need a lot of space, just me and the wife. And some of these tiny homes are actually kind of big, right? And that might be an idea, and then just get solar power for it and go off grid right away with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely cool. We have a couple on property right now, mainly for our kids that are in college, so they have a place to stay whenever they come home. So they're not solar, but I mean, they are connected to the grid, but they could be very well, and they're very easily. We had the Amish build them, so we have four of them, and 2 of them are in use for the kids, and one of them my wife uses as her work space, I guess, for because she is in online medical stuff. So
right on.
And then the other one is just for the kids that want to, if they have a friend over or something and they want to camp out. Glamping. Camping. That one is not connected. That one is not connected to the grid at all. It's just you still have to rough it when it comes to lighting and stuff out in that one, but they're pretty cool. Like I said, the Amish built them. We had them house wrapped, and then insulated them. 2 of them are finished, and the other one I'm finishing right now because the wife wanted to transition out of the house so she could have her own workspace and keep all of her shit away from the rest of the house. So, and she has to have a quiet, if she ever gets a call and of course you can only imagine with children in the house, there's no quiet time. So yeah, what is going on with everybody? Saints is moving the trailer. Mr. TB9 is just fucking video gaming and, buying all kinds of silver and gold and probably swimming in his vault today, just Walter's on his way to work. I seen his video this morning, so I know he's headed out doing something today, so I don't know if he'll be in here.
Right.
I was trying to watch Guns Coast to Coast video this morning, but I got off on a tangent and missed that. I tried to watch Poison Stinger's video this morning, but it was taken down by the YouTube censorship.
Oh yeah, we
and
can't.
All their Nazi-esque ways.
If you want to watch that video, I am re-uploading it right now. You can see why there was controversy. And if they ban my re-upload, I won't try to re-upload it a third time, but you can go watch it on DLive. I'll probably, if they ban it a second time, I'll probably just make a video about the ban and then redirect people to probably my BitChute account. I'll just re-upload the thing there because that's kind of like an alternate YouTube, right? So I'll make the video on BitChute and I'll just link it from YouTube. You know what I mean? But it was a pretty good topic. We have some more cops doing what cops do, right? And here in Phoenix, very pissed. Oh boy, I kept it somewhat cool, right? I mean, we did give out badge numbers, but we didn't give out any other information. Oh man, am I pissed about that one. And you know, it's Phoenix. It's local. It's really close to home. Also in that one, I announced a giveaway. So anybody who wants to get in on that, I mean, they can't even, well, I'll be talking about it every chat. So, but I'll be giving away this, whoops, it's upside down. It's just a silver round. It's 1 ounce, right? There you go. And it looks like a silver eagle on the other side, but it's not, obviously. It's just a silver round.
Sweet.
So I'll be giving that away. That's going to go, what we're doing, or what I'm doing with that is trying to get Broken Patriot up to 1,000 subscribers. Once he gets up to 1,000 subscribers, anybody who subscribed to him between subscriber 954 to 1,000 will be entered in the giveaway, whether it be that they watched my video and subscribed to him or whether they just found his videos on their own and subscribed to him. So there you go. And that's all it takes to get entered into that.
So I need to unsubscribe from him and then resubscribe later.
That probably would work, but don't tell him.
I'm being facetious here because I go to shitty ass Yankee Marshall's channel and I subscribe and unsubscribe at least once or twice a day.
Wow. I'm
still aggravated at him.
I can't even stomach him. Just the mere mention of his name makes me want to hurl.
Good morning, Guns Coast to Coast. We were just speaking about you. YouTube is getting a little crazy with the banning. Half the time it doesn't even make sense. Yeah, mine didn't make sense either.
I showed video that was news related that you can find on YouTube. I'm sure of it. The faces of the officers are blurred out, and the back of the individual who gets yeeted by the police is blurred out when the yeeting takes place. So there is no blood. There is no gore. You hear the shots and you see the man drop, right? But other than that, there's nothing. The only other thing that I showed, well, I guess it could be the second thing that I showed, was what happened in Mesa in the hotel. Now that one's not blurred out, but it's so far away you can't see any damage being done by the AR-15. I guess this guy took 5 shots to the face.
Is that the guy that used to be in the Green Dragon?
No,
because I heard they were rehashing that now. They're supposedly going after the officer that shot him after he gave him all those commands and told him to do this, do that, do that, and then they end up dumping on him.
Well, that does sound like the video that I'm talking about, but that guy wasn't part of the Green Dragon. That was just a kid who was on a business trip, who had a good time with his friends. It was probably the weekend, maybe it wasn't, I don't know, but it was at night. They were in a hotel room. They had just done whatever they had done that day because they were from Texas, but they were, business trip, right? And they were having a fun time drinking and playing games. And one of them had a pellet rifle, a rifle that was a pellet gun. Somebody saw that pellet gun from outside the window. I guess they had their window open, and called the cops. And 6 police officers showed up with AR-15s. Both came out of the room, on their knees, on their hands and knees, And the officer then gave him like a billion commands and then made him crawl towards the police officer. The dude was already on the ground, face planted into the carpet. Face planted in the carpet. Hands outstretched as far as they can go, legs crossed behind him. You have 6 officers there. You can tell me that you can't just go up to this individual and handcuff him. No, you made him crawl to you, and then when his drawers were falling down, he pulled him up. You shot him. I mean, it's just absolute. It burns my hide. So that's probably why my video got taken down last night.
Roger that. Roger that.
But you can watch it on DLive, or if it gets taken down again, as I said, I'll put it up on BitChute.
The reason why I don't have a lot of videos on BitChute is because originally, whenever I signed up, a couple years ago when I beta tested on there, you couldn't put a picture. You know how like here you put a picture for your
thumbnail?
Opening. Yeah, thumbnail. There you go. I don't know the technical name. But anyways, every time I would try to upload, it wouldn't allow me to upload because the picture. So I contacted them and we worked it out. I mean, just recently. But yeah, it said, they said, just go ahead and leave the picture off for the time being. Mr. TB9 has to restart his computer.
Mm-hmm.
My sub count also stopped for 2 weeks, not going up, not going down. It's frozen. Got to believe that's YouTube as well because it's never done that. Yeah, they're just being ridiculous with all this crap. I get a few subscribers, but then I drop 8, 10, 12 subscribers, and I'm not even...
I just saw that you put the DLive link. Thank you for that, bro.
Yeah, yeah. When you was talking about it, yeah. Yep, so if you guys didn't catch that, there's the link to the DLive channel. But yeah, BitChute is definitely where I'm going to start heading over to.
Yeah, just make trailers. That's what I'm thinking about, right? I'm just going to make trailers that are totally PC and YouTube friendly, right? Get my revenue on those. There was a guy that I know that does that. Loads of Bacon. He's a reloading channel, right? It's a funny name, but he does reloading videos. Well, obviously reloading channels are having a hard time now on YouTube, and he decided, you know what? I'm just gonna. I don't remember where it takes you. I don't think it's BitChute, but he just does trailers. Well, basically, he cuts just the talking parts into this video, and then if you want to watch the rest of it with the actual information, click the link below, and that's what I'm gonna have to end up doing, bro.
Yep. Because they are being redonkulous with this. I mean, you see how fast mine was yanked, and then they said it was a community guideline hit, but there was I didn't get a strike. So how did I break community guidelines, but yet you gave me a strike and yanked my video down?
Yeah. Well, they removed my video for the same reason. They didn't say I got a strike. It said it was against community guidelines. But yeah, if you get a strike on your video, they'll remove your live streaming ability for like 30 days or some
Obviously
shit like
not.
that. Well, no, that's if you get a strike. Yeah, they can remove your video and just like, yeah, it's against our community guidelines. This is a warning. You're not going to get a strike. Don't do it again. Slap on the hand. That's a new thing that they've been doing the last few months, maybe year. I don't even know. But for a long time, if you got an email saying your video was removed, it was an automatic strike. Now they're giving you a whole bunch of blue ball and kind of shit, like, yeah, it's not really a strike, but we don't like it, so we're taking it down.
Yeah, we're 12, and we didn't like your fucking content, so we're taking it off.
Yeah.
Dumb as fuck.
Seriously.
So this weekend, I got to watch a phenomenally awesome video. If you have not witnessed this video, I'm going to try to find a link for it. YouTube is also trying to take this video down.
Jeez.
Let's see if we can find it, and I will share it with you. But oh, it is fantabulous. Let me see if this is the one. Official music video. All right. I'm not gonna play it because I don't want to get kicked off. But you got to check this video out. I'm loving this video. But YouTube has already started a controversy with YouTube with this video. It is fucking awesome. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. It's just phenomenal. If you like ass and titties, this is the one to go check out.
Yeah.
But so Poison Stinger played the Puss in Boots on here, and
Yeah.
I got a copyright strike for that, right?
Yeah, but that was because of the music, not because of the video.
Right.
Yeah.
So, anyways, this I mean, I guess I could share the video. I just can't play the music, right?
Yep.
Okay, let me screen
Just mute
share.
it.
I will not share audio.
What they allow on YouTube nowadays is amazing, right?
All right, can we see that?
Yep. Oh yeah, I know this video.
Yeah, buddy.
I watch reaction channels and they were all reacting to this.
I am so loving this thing. I'm gonna make one of these. Except
The fountain that spins.
yeah.
Personally, I like the one that they did with is it 6ix9ine and 6ix9ine and Nicki Minaj did one called Trolls. That one was a lot nicer. The message in this song though is so disturbing. It's like disgusting.
This
Like
one?
I like a good hoe. Don't get me wrong. But I mean this is like the whole song is about how she got her ring by using her vajayjay. You know what I mean? Like I don't know, man. It's what it is.
Oh, come on, don't buffer on me. There you go.
Oh, I can hear a little bit, man. You gotta be careful.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm never a big Cardi B fan. However, I do like Nicki Minaj. So the whole 6ix9ine and Nicki Minaj video, put that one on without sound. You'll see what I mean real fucking quick, bro. Yeah. It's all about how good she is in bed and that's how she gets what she wants. I think Irish had to excuse himself for a minute.
Yeah, I had to turn it down. Or take because you said you could hear it through my. Can you still hear it through my headphones?
I don't think it's enough to where it would actually be copyrighted, though. It's it's not enough to be copyrighted, though.
And then there's the Jenner girl.
Yeah.
So my favorite song by E40 is called Singles. But
hey, do a quick look up on 6ix9ine, Nicki Minaj, Trolls.
This one is the one that.
Goodness.
Yeah.
I didn't get to this part of the video. I mean, they're pasties, right? So.
Yeah. Well, it didn't look like that at first. I thought she had some huge.
Yeah. Oh my. I mean, I'm glad I'm not her father. You know what I mean?
Well, she was a stripper. I mean, so it's not too far fetched.
Yeah.
We done lost all the subscribers.
Yeah, everybody's done talking too. They're like, well, shit, I could just watch this on Pornhub.
Yeah.
But you know what they allow on YouTube, bro. I mean, they have full nudity.
So this is happening on Twitter this morning. I sent Poison Stinger a picture.
Yeah.
And full nude chick in the pool. But if I post anything up that's even remotely controversial, they'll take my shit down and ban me.
I don't know, man. I think you can get away with it nowadays, but that's just me.
I'm not gonna
tempt fate.
So which one should I look up next?
As I said, try Nicki Minaj, 6ix9ine, Trolls, or just do Nicki Trolls. You might be able to do it. And 6ix9ine is like spelled weird.
That it?
There you go. Yeah, it's the colorful. Yeah, it's the real colorful one. Eating one of those is it pretty much. The rapping in this one is hard to understand from him, and he's a snitch, a prison snitch, which is definitely not. I don't know why this guy hasn't been taken out yet. However, I am a fan of Nicki Minaj, so and this video, I mean, if you like a girl twerking, whew, you're gonna like this one.
This is not the twerking video. This is a lyric video.
Oh, well, then get the actual video.
Here we go. Here we go. Oh, thanks for the commercial.
Oh yeah, we gotta have a beer.
Lining Kugels is pretty badass. They have an orange shandy that I like.
Yeah. Why would anyone want to see the lyrical version of this and not the video? See what I mean? Yeah.
YouTube video. I mean,
this doesn't get removed, right?
Right. But I can't post some doctor on there talking about something without getting removed.
Yeah. I can't show some body cam footage without it getting removed. Some Willy Wonka kind of bullshit going on.
He's got a lot of fucking tattoos on his face.
Yeah. This dude's a fucking, I don't know. I don't like him at all. But as I said, I do like Nicki, and I watch reaction channels, so this came up, and it was very colorful looking. I was like, all right. And it's got Nicki in it. I'll check it out. I'm like, oh my goodness.
Oh, they're talking about he's talking shit to French Montana. There's going to be some.
Mm-hmm. He calls out lots of people in his songs lots of times, man, but nobody ever does anything. One of these days, he's going to get taken out, but I mean, back in the 90s, he would have definitely been taken out. Nowadays, everybody's been pussified.
Yeah, he looked like a clown.
Mm-hmm. So there you go. So, we got anybody watching still?
We're showing stuff that their grandchildren children can't watch.
All right. Way to drive your viewers away there, Irish.
But this is like the shit you can get away with.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
You can get away with actual nudity. You know what I mean? There's plenty of videos with nudity in it, just like the Puss in Boots, right?
There used to be you used to be able to find fucking how to make meth on here. Let me see if we can still find it.
Really?
I'm gonna figure out. I'm gonna get in trouble.
I bet you can. I bet you can. It's just that they're talking about the recipe and maybe not showing you each individual part.
Oh, they're talking about the pandemic in there. Oh yeah, they're talking about. Oh, here's the drug facts and the animation on how it works.
Right. Nice.
How to purify by recrystallization. Get the fuck out of here. Now that could be on here, but I can't talk about some shit.
Yep. You can't have a firearm that makes a firearm noise either. See, I'm going to be putting up videos of me shooting, but I'm going to have to edit out the shot sounds and put in like cartoon springs and shit. Most likely. It's so much bullshit.
So now how is any of that different than what we're talking about? You know what I'm saying?
Yep. I don't know, man. It's whatever. It's the degradation of society. They want you to talk about shit that gets you distracted, right? That's why, legalize marijuana, legalize immorality, right? Get all this stuff in the system. Don't go to church. You don't need to go to church. Go to the strip club. Go to the casino. Why do you need to go to church? You can see it. You can see how they're focused on bad is good and good is bad, right? And they're doing that because, and even on YouTube, you can't have actual good content. You have to have bad content. That's the kind of content they want because that fits their narrative. Conservative Christian values. I mean, the Constitution has been labeled as hate speech, bro. It got flagged and removed for hate speech because it had the word savages in it. You talk about what the Bible actually says, that's considered hate speech, right? So, yeah, we are in my opinion, we are definitely in the end times, because up is down, right is left, and good is evil, and evil is good.
Fucking shame.
It is. But we're going to have to start supporting different platforms out there and trying to get our audience to move with us. At least that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to. I don't have a big audience anymore. I know I have a big subscriber. I don't know why YouTube doesn't remove those subscribers. Hardly any of them actually watch my shit, but they haven't. But yeah, I plan on doing that, man. My YouTube videos are just going to be trailers pretty soon, and it's going to direct you over to my other places. And I've been adding my PayPal. I have PayPal now linked to my YouTube. I'm going to be putting out my Bitcoin wallet, so people can donate to me on Bitcoin and all sorts of things. I had a guy last night on my chat saying that he wanted to donate to me, but he didn't want to pay any Google money. And I was like, all right, well, I'm going to have a PayPal account, and I also gave the GoFundMe for the Ryan Whitaker's family, who's trying to raise some money for his funeral. And so I said, hey, if you want to donate to me, donate to that GoFundMe. And I did mention that any super chats last night were going to go to that. Nobody gave me a super chat, so hopefully they did it to the GoFundMe directly, so that no money was lost during that transaction. Right. But I don't know. I don't know if anybody had. As I said, I'm re-uploading it, so we'll see. We'll see if it gets going. I don't know.
So, in the time it took me to post that link, they've already sold out of those bolt carrier groups. Oh, man.
Really?
Yeah, they're on back order now, I think.
Have you seen Riddle Girl's upper since I put it together?
Yeah, I watched the live stream that you guys done.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, she got a forward assist now. It's a Strike Industries Gold forward assist. That was the first time I've ever put a forward assist in. Wasn't that bad, actually.
Yeah, you didn't have that the other day when I was watching.
Dude, it's nice though.
Maybe it was before. I think because you showed me the silencer on it and all that good stuff.
Yeah. Exciting, for sure.
Yeah, forward assist. I mean, good. How the hell did you find these parts? Because you can't find anything anywhere, right?
Well, luckily, the parts we're looking for aren't big parts, I guess. I mean, the upper was the hardest thing to get. That was on back order, which we had been put on a list for, and we, it had been a while, and so I was like, hey, why don't you call her, see what's going on? And so she called, and the person's like, yeah, you're still on the list. They come in, they go out, and it's a big list, kind of yada yada, right? And then, she's just talking to her about nice stuff in the world and how the world's gone to shit and the whole bit, right? And she's like, you know what? I've got 3 here that have been sold, but they haven't paid for it, and it's been 3 weeks. So I'll tell you what, I'll just give you one of these and recycle them on the list. And so we got the upper like that. The other parts, we had gotten most of them beforehand. So the only other thing she kind of needs, she needs sights in a hollow sun. That might be difficult, but Magpul sights won't be an issue. The M-Bus irons, that won't be an issue. You can find those anywhere. The hollow sun, that might be an issue, but we're not really getting that right away anyway because it's $300, so it's not a cheap part. The other thing is the CAC Industry flash can. She's gonna get that. And that's $25 and it's in stock, so it's not an expensive piece either. Hey, guns actually stuck around.
Sorry, I've always preached about getting backup parts for guns. Now I'm hearing auto parts are limited. What?
Full parts? Auto parts or car parts? Yeah.
Full auto parts aren't limited.
No?
Nope.
I would imagine they're still hard to get.
Nah, shit. You can go buy those in any quantity, because you can't have. I can have them.
You just can't put them in without the stamps.
Yeah, so basically when you buy a parts kit, say like you buy an AK-47 parts kit or PKM, RPK, whatever. Well, as soon as you get the parts kit in, it comes with all the parts that was originally with the firearm, minus the barrel and the receiver. And so you have to take out the full automatic parts and separate them from the parts kit and put them somewhere else, because if you leave them in the parts kit, then it's considered a fully automatic weapon. So, stupid law,
Yep.
but you have to put them in a safe somewhere, or, away from the actual firearm parts. Car parts supply chain issues. Aluminum beer cans as well. Yes, I did know that there was a short supply of aluminum, but it's probably because I've been melting them down and turning them into bricks. So yeah, Coke and Pepsi are both running limited. They've not canceled, but selectively they're only running certain cans. So their most popular items that are still running every day. This is for Pepsi anyways, because I know quite a few guys at Pepsi. So Pepsi's running Mountain Dew, Pepsi. They've temporarily put Cherry Pepsi on hold and some of the other things because of the aluminum shortage. I've always loved that whenever they say that on.
What's funny is I see aluminum cans all over my area, man. So it's like the homeless are still throwing them. Why they don't pick those things up? I need to when I go on my walk, I really need to take one of those grabbers in a trash can and just start picking those up, because that's free money right there. What's up, Wes S? How you doing? Ammo, reloading supplies, all scarce. Hen's teeth around here. Yeah, ammo, reloading supplies are definitely hard for me to get a hold of. I did buy a pound of rifle powder for $30, and then I paid $35 for the shipping. And then I did find some Magnum pistol primer, or small rifle Magnums primers at a gun show a few months back. That I don't think anybody else realized you can use Magnums in non-Magnum cartridges. You just need to adjust the powder a little bit. So I picked up that. That was 2,000 of those. Other than that, yeah, it's difficult. Luckily for 9mm, I reload 9mm as well. That I have plenty. But I just got into 300 blackout, so. If we just stop making Pepsi, then the world would stop wasting aluminum. Dude, it's toxic shit anyway, man. I love soda. I absolutely love soda. I haven't had a soda in a while, but I do love it. I hope to not ever drink it again, but I can't say that with all certainty because I've said that before and lied out of my face. So
I don't drink soda very often. Very rarely do I do. The other day I drank some of my wife's Mountain Dew, and the next morning I woke up and felt like I'd been beaten by a fucking steamroller. So I don't know. It just makes all my joints hurt. So I don't drink it. I usually drink green tea, water. I drink a lot of water.
Yeah, so I had an interesting experience with the whole soda. I had to get off of caffeine. Well, I didn't have to get off caffeine, I guess, but they said they wanted you to get off caffeine because after you have bariatric, they don't want you to, the caffeine's gonna upset your stomach, is what they said. Now I've seen conflicting reports to that, but let's say they're being truthful here. So I was like, well, yeah, I don't want to go through the pain of after surgery kind of stuff, and then also be jonesing for caffeine. So I got off caffeine early, and boy, I didn't realize this, but the caffeine headache I didn't really get, right? What I got was lower back pain. It was a back spasm, and I had it before, and I'd gotten muscle relaxers for it, and that seemed to work, right? But I didn't realize this until the wife pointed it out. Well, you got that last time when you tried to quit soda back then. And so, yeah, it was I don't know if it was caffeine or just quitting soda, but bad lower back spasms. So bad I can't even sleep because it's so much in pain. So I don't really go on it just because of that. However, I do like caffeine, so I don't know if it was a caffeine thing. That sucks because I do like caffeine. I want coffee.
Yes, I love coffee, and I couldn't give that up.
Decaf.
No decaf. Fuck
Negative.
decaf.
What the?
Right?
The decaf tasted like cigarettes, and you liked it.
Well, yeah. Okay. So at the hospital, you were allowed coffee, but it had to be decaf and it had to be black, nothing in it. And I haven't smelled that in a long time, but yeah, it smells like somebody smoking a cigarette.
Yeah, I switched to unsweet tea probably 9 years ago. I drink black tea, mainly green tea though, but
Right.
I do drink some black tea unsweet. I just don't have the taste for it. I don't even eat ice cream anymore. I'm like, I had sherbet the.
Yeah, he paused. He had sherbet the other day. I don't know if the video. I mean, it doesn't look like we're rotating here, so I don't know if we're all paused or if it's just him or if it's me. Let's see. Try to find it. All right, 4 people watching. Let me go ahead and give this a thumbs up. All right, so it's just him paused. So I'm giving away an ounce of silver. All right, this is a silver round. It's not a coin technically, but it is a silver round. 3 9's fine. I'm giving it away when a friend of mine on YouTube reaches 1,000 subscribers. That friend is Broken Patriot. All right, I think if you scroll up, well, no, he didn't put that link in there, but Broken Patriot, if you search that on YouTube, you'll find him. Arizona guy, local guy for me. He's a pretty good dude, so I figured I'd try to help him get to 1,000 subscribers. So I'm going to be giving away this ounce of silver on that. Last night when I talked about it, it was like 29 and a half bucks. But today it's a little bit less, but it might go back up, and it's free silver. So there you go. That's what's going on. That video that I had on has been removed by YouTube. I am currently re-uploading it. If they remove it again, I'll probably just make a video about where to find it. Currently, you can find that live stream that they removed on DLive. That link Irish did put in the chat. You'd have to scroll up, but it is there. Oh, thank you, Riddle Girl. Broken Patriots YouTube channel. How am I doing? I'm doing pretty good. I finally lost a pound because when I went in, I weighed 361. This is personal information, but whatever. Weighed 361. When I came out, I was 372, which pissed me the hell off. But they're like, oh, it's all the fluids we pumped into you. I'm like, okay. But I finally got down a pound from that. Kind of like how I drink so much in the Marines that I don't drink very often. Yeah, I can imagine. I'm going to try to stay away from soda as much as possible. And I'll look into him. Thanks for the heads up. Yeah, no problem. If you like silver, I mean, he's a pretty cool dude. He's not for everybody, I'm sure, like anybody would be. But so Irish just texted me, says internet died again. Give me a few minutes. I'll try to get back on. All right. Well,
you have 15 minutes.
I know I have 50. Wife over here reminded me I only have 15 minutes left to be on. Yes, I got something I got to do today in 15 minutes. There he is.
Yes, we all have stuff to do today. But whenever you have to leave, if shit kicks off and I can't get on there, just leave. Good morning, anonymous American, okay. Ungrateful peasant. Trying to get it through this real quick here. So I'm sure that there's going to be more outages. Crappy internet. Kind of like how I drank so much in the Marines that I don't drink. Yeah, me too. Occasionally I'll have a beverage on Saturdays. Saturday's my cheat day, so I can try to,
As you get older, because I remember when I first got into drinking, yeah, I'd get really like vomiting drunk and swimming in my own vomit kind of drunk. Plenty of good drunk stories back then in the day. But as you get older, I think you realize when you get to a certain buzz level, you kind of let it up a little bit.
Yeah, it's just no, the wife did not call, Wes. The wife did not call. It is just we don't have dial-up, because that would probably be better than what we have. But no, it just goes out. It's like randomly. The power was out yesterday till I think around lunchtime,
Mm-hmm.
so I couldn't have it yesterday. If I would post more booty vids, I'd make sure he didn't lose connection. I could do that, I guess.
Yeah.
It was so funny. My wife made me pull over to watch that video yesterday while we were en route to another farm.
Really?
Yeah, she's like, "You got to watch this. You got to watch this." She's like, "You're not gonna believe it. You're not gonna believe it." I'm like, "What could like?" She seriously, like, she was like, "You got to watch this," and I'm like,
That's
"Oh my
nothing,
god."
man.
Yeah, I was like that. I was like, Poison Stinger showed me the one about Puss in Boots, and it was worse than that.
Yeah, Puss in Boots. That one actually has full-on nudity.
I was laughing at Prepper Satan's comments.
Yeah.
Well, the link is provided up there if you want to watch those videos. I think I still have the other one up. There's also one on how to repurify methamphetamine.
Yep. Learn how to make meth on YouTube.
Yeah. I won't post that one because that one will probably. But you can watch. It's a video on YouTube. You can go check it out for yourself. I'm looking forward to.
I know I'd watched a video. Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I know I'd watched a video on how to render THC into butter. Right? You can make edibles that way.
Well, that's legal in a lot of states now. So.
I don't know if it was in as many when I watched it, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's like making parsley butter or something. You know what I'm saying? That's, to me, that's really what it is. But
I don't know. I mean, they're talking about
methamphetamine's a whole different demon.
Yeah,
you can't walk out. You can't walk out in the woods and find that growing somewhere. I mean, oh shit. Yeah. So we do have to get out here at the hour mark because Poison Stinger has to go and I have to go as well. But what do we think about Putin claiming that they have the vaccination for cerveza bug and they inoculated his daughter? Anybody read about that? Hear about that?
No, I didn't hear about that. I knew that they had found a vaccine or whatever. I didn't know he supposedly injected his own daughter. I doubt he did. I doubt it. Either that or he really does not like his own daughter.
There's the link to that. Take it for what it's worth.
Yeah, people can say whatever they want to say. Shit. How are you going to prove it, though?
Well, I just don't feel like a vaccine is a viable option because most people that have it, have had it, don't know that they've had it.
Exactly.
But there is, people that have bad reactions to it. Currently, right now, my cop buddy that comes on here sometimes, he's been on here a couple times. His grandmother and his cousin both have it. They got it at church. So everybody at church got it from church. They are not. They're asymptomatic. They're just being, the grandmother's a nurse, so she knows what's up with the quarantine. She's an actual nurse. She's been a nurse for a long time. She traveled to third world countries when she was younger, on missions and stuff like that with the church. So she is a very well traveled nurse. She also verified to me when we was talking to her on the phone the other day to check on her that the hydroxychloroquine and the zinc work because it's not necessarily the hydroxychloroquine that works. What it does, though, when taken with zinc I think she said, was it 400 or 600 milligrams the first day of hydroxychloroquine, and then for 4 days after you take 200. But you take zinc with it, large amounts of zinc, and what it does is the hydroxychloroquine, the malaria drug, allows the zinc to ionize into the cells and absorb into the body, in turn fights off the virus. So, real live nurse with real world experience, and she's telling me this. So.
Well, I also, excuse me, I had on my chat last night. It was a good chat. We talked a video that I played where there's a doctor who was talking about the death rate of the Rona in 25-year-olds, right? So they have a chart of deaths for 25-year-olds over the last however many years, right? And it's all these little gray lines. You see all these gray lines that go up and down a little bit, but it's basically the same. Accidents, car accidents, overdoses, alcohol poisoning, the whole thing. 25-year-olds. And then they have this year's average death toll of 25-year-olds and lower. And it's actually lower just a little bit than the average of all the other ones. They also then get into talking, the doctor actually gets into talking about the actual death rate of the Rona. And the death rate of the Rona, he says it is 5 times less deadly than the common flu. And I would imagine that's the case anyway. But, I mean, yes, people probably do die of the Rona, right? But what's the percentage? And why do you shut down a nation for it?
To cover up for the financial collapse that's happening.
You think that's it? You think that, well, here's the thing. I think this is a big part of why the financial collapse is happening. You can't shut down the economy, put millions of people out of work, and then print money and not expect a financial collapse. I don't know. I don't know if they're covering for it or if they caused it.
I mean, I'm on the fence here because they're closing down all mom and pop shops. However, it's still okay for large places to stay open.
Exactly.
So, I mean, to me, it's like they're preparing you for the social credit system, like in China, because you can't go to mom and pop places now because they're all going to be closed because they had to, because they couldn't afford to stay open and do all the stuff to meet the guidelines. So whenever they roll out the digital currency here, because they're going to take away paper money, because we've got a coin shortage, the mint can't even print both coins at the same time, gold and silver. I don't know. That's my conspiracy theory on it. If there's such thing as a conspiracy theory anymore.
I don't know, man. I think it's an election year, and they're just running this country into the ground. I kind of see where you're coming from, where this could be, trying to hide something in the back. Maybe the financial collapse was already started and they already knew about it. I don't know. I'm not a financial advisor or whatever, but it seemed to me that obviously they didn't make anything better by just printing out trillions of dollars and making everybody unemployed.
No, not at all. And then the whole unemployment package that gave you more money to stay home because your job didn't pay you that amount. So why would people go back to work? Nobody's going to go back to work. If you're going to give me $600 a week to stay home and I only made $150 a week, duh. Oh, yeah, I'm unemployed. Sign me up. I mean, the ludicrousy of stuff that goes on. So the shit they're using in the vaccine hasn't been tested on humans before, DNA and RNA coding. Yeah, I don't want anything to do with it. I won't be taking a vaccine. Okay, say everything over. I was on the phone now. I'm off the phone now. Okay, so you were on the phone with the wife. Roger that. I thought you said I was on the phone with the wife. No, my internet just sucks.
Yeah.
Wayne, don't get me started on DNA coding using viruses. They have been working on
an off switch.
Okay. Over a decade. We lost 3 more mom and pops last week. Yeah, I mean they're killing the local economy just to save what? I mean, what are they saving?
They're saving the big corporations.
By killing the mom and pops, everybody has to go to the big corporation. And by going to the big corporation, big box stores, what are you doing? You're corralling all those people into the same area.
What you're also doing is making sure everybody complies. I can't go to a place and buy groceries without wearing a mask because everything's a big store. And there is no mom and pop grocery store that would say, you know what, fuck it, I ain't going to comply to that. No, you have all these big chains that are all making you comply. So it's not the government making you wear a mask. It's not the police even making you wear a mask. It's the store individually that is making you wear a mask before you can even enter their store.
Oh, that's because it's a government mandate. Like if most of the stores here have if you want to wear a mask, wear one. However, the big chain like Walmart, Target, Sam's Club require you to wear a mask to enter. Sam's Club has a Securitas security guard sitting at the door handing out masks.
Yep,
so
same here.
There's a couple things I want to touch on with the mask. Oh yeah, we talked about the commie machine, the one that takes your photos and checks for temperatures and stuff. The one that you sent me pictures of.
Yeah, well, apparently it's making announcements now.
Really?
Yeah.
Woo! Time to make that EMP gun. But
dude, I'm serious.
So on the mask thing, all right. First of all, the masks don't fucking work. We already covered that.
Yep, I had that in the video last night too with the vape. Somebody had a mask on with vape.
The FDA specifically says that they don't work unless they're the $55 antiviral mask. Now, I covered that. I provided links in one of the other videos. But you have to buy a mask, a single-use mask that is $55 to have antiviral properties in a mask. So, one, false sense of security with fake mask. All right. Two, where was I going with this? Damn it, I lost train of thought when you said that because I was like, I'm thinking about that electronic thing.
Sorry.
So anyways, the mask doesn't work. It's providing a false sense of security. Three, you're obeying the master by wearing something that has absolutely no health benefits whatsoever. Two or four, let's say four. You're creating a fuck ton of medical waste that people are throwing in the parking lot. I want to know how they're combating this, because they're picking the cart pusher, the guy that has no fucking clue what's going on. He's a cart pusher. He's just doing his job. He's having to handle all this medical waste, right? He's picking it up and throwing it away. Do you think he's washing his hands every time? No, he's touching those fucking carts that he just picked up the medical waste and then he's pushing the carts in, right? So if they're not sanitizing the carts, yada, 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 you get the picture. I don't want to preach to the choir. So one, we're creating all this medical waste. But two, we're employing security guards to sit at the friggin' door, like as if we were in a prison. All businesses, major businesses, are now treating you like prisoners. You're allowed to come in if you wear this mask. We'll provide you with the mask. Who eventually you're paying for the mask because they're going to raise prices so they can, one, employ the security guard, and two, give you a free mask every time you walk in. But then three, what are we doing about the medical waste? So if there's any reinfections of said viruses or bacteria or bacterial infections, some poor girl that worked there, her face was all broke out. Like she had severe fucking acne from the mask being on her face, but she had to wear it to work there. So what kind of bacteria are we breeding as well? So
this is not, this comment. It's not about protection. It's about compliance. Mm-hmm. That's why I want to make a mask with the Star of David on it, because that's exactly what it is.
Yeah. Where's your papers? Like in the beginning of this, I got paperwork because I'm a farmer allowed to travel, right? Remember when they had the lockdown? I sent you a link, or I sent you a picture of the paperwork that I got from Purdue University so that I could go out, or the USDA, not Purdue. So what's the point for force everyone to wear goggles too if you're forcing them to wear a mask? Yeah, well, they're not going to force that. I think Dr. Fakitard came out and said that you should wear goggles now. But he's also the guy that said not to wear a mask because it doesn't help you. Well, it doesn't technically help you.
Back before he got educated on what they're trying to do.
Yeah. Yeah, AOC say, tell them no about going back to work, idiot. If we don't go back to work, we're not going to be a country anymore. We're going to be a third world country. HTP sent a few articles on the off switch for human. Okay.
Corporations. Yeah.
Well, yeah, as soon as they get all the mom and pops gone, they can control you, because they can control, and well, of course, they're going to have to do away with the money, right? They're going to have to do it with the cash. So once everything's digital, they will take away everything that you can do. Oh, you didn't get the vaccine? You can't go to Walmart. You can't go to Sam's Club. You can't go here. And then somebody in your family will have to get the vaccine. So who are you going to sacrifice?
Yep.
Because that's not happening. I'm not giving.
And the mom and pop shops aren't going to be there because they've already run them out of business. Those are the ones that would not make you get the vaccine in order to shop there, most likely.
Yeah, they've strangled them out of business and taken their livelihood away.
Better learn how to grow your own food and make your own bread.
That's because the corporations are in bed with the government. Exactly, right? We see that every day, for sure. But that's what they want, because the mom and pop can stay open just as much as the Walmart can, or the Target, or the Sam's Club, or whatever, the Meijer, whatever you have, Food Lion, whatever. So like they can stay open just as well, but they're not allowing them to stay open. And why is that? It's because they're trying to take over and get rid of all the mom and pops, because that takes away your freedom to shop where you want to. Like Poison Stinger says, this place doesn't make me wear a mask, but this one does. So I'm going to go to a place that doesn't make me wear a mask. They tried in West Texas Home and Garden. I said, you want my money? They tried.
Yeah, so basically he went in there, they said, you got to wear a mask. And he's like, hey, you want my money or not? I did that, right? And they're like, well, we do want your money, but, you know, at the time, it wasn't about mask. It was about you had to have an appointment to go into the store, right? I'm like, first of all, I'm only coming to your store because it's instant gratification. I want what I want now. I don't want to have to buy it online and wait for it, right? So I'm going to overpay to get it now. And you're going to make me now go back home and make an appointment to come to your store and then buy. I might as well buy it online. So you must not want my money. Well, we do want your money. We just got to do this. I don't care what you want to do. I'm not ever coming back here. The only reason I would ever overpay for an item is because I just want it now and I don't want to have to wait. You took that away. You took that away.
Yeah. So I usually wear the shemagh or a bandana, and I'll pull it up, and then as soon as I get in, as soon as I walk past him, I pull it down. What are you gonna say to me? Get the fuck out of the store? Well, tell me get out of the store. Just like most stores, you can't carry a firearm in. Well, guess what? I'm gonna carry it in there anyways, because my life's more valuable than your fake ass protection that you're supposedly providing with an unarmed security guard at the fucking front door. I feel so much better that there's an unarmed security guard at the front of the store when I could be shot at the back of the store by the rice or by the bread. Okay, so much safer. Please, thank you.
I mean,
Lord,
if they're not catching me carrying a concealed firearm, if they don't see me with a concealed firearm, they didn't see 100 other people with a concealed firearm. Yeah. It is, and I can't sue them if I get shot in their store. So bullshit. Anyway, man, I got to bounce for right now, but it's been fun. I'll chat with you later today if you want.
Alrighty. Yeah, I'll finish up these comments and then I'll get out of here too, because I got stuff to do. Today is processing day, so. Fruits and vegetables. All right. Have a good day, man. All right. So big chains can't force anyone to wear a mask, and anyone who claim they can't due to health issues. Yeah, I know they can't. But everybody in the store guilts you. Like when this all popped off, I had a lady that like put her hands up and she's like spread her kids back against the aisle, and I was like, lady, you're wearing a cheap $1 mask and you don't have eye protection on, and I seen your kid touch everything in the frozen food section. If there's anything you should be worried about, it should be salmonella, because your kid was back there playing with the chicken packs with his fingers and then touching his face in the mask because he didn't want to wear it. I saw a mask discarded in the parking lot. Yeah, that is a medical waste product now because it has human sputum on it. So nobody cares about that, though. That's the biggest problem. Like, I mean, what are they doing with that? Because that stuff's supposed to be bagged up and incinerated. But like I said, you got these young kids out there that are going to catch God knows what from the mask that they pick up. Because most people aren't wearing them one time. They're multiple uses, and then once they get nasty face grease on them or something, they might throw them away. Maybe not. I don't know. These dumbasses wearing gloves and stare just at the stare, just spread germs. Yeah, because see, exactly, right? Exactly. Like, they don't understand the decontamination procedures, which they haven't been told, because there's nothing that they can do to stop the spread of this virus. It's 100% proven. It's just like the flu virus. You can mitigate it by washing your hands. Yes, that works. You can, but it only works to a certain extent. But you also need the good bacteria that you're getting, and the bad bacteria, because it keeps your system strong. Roger that. Yeah, the store. Yeah. Well, people stare at me all the time. They're like, what? Like, say something. Say something. Nut up and say something. Because once they do, I politely tell them that I have been through multiple NBC trainings, or CBURN, and that everything that they're doing is counterproductive to what they're actually trying to accomplish, and that the mask doesn't work. You have to be in full PPE, and then you have to figure out a way to decontaminate all of your goods that you're taking into your house, including the lovely little bags that they provide for you to put your stuff in. So, and then they're really grossed out because they're like, wow, where do I get more information on this? So I'll send them to the CBRN, CBRNE, or it used to be NBC training. My ear hole, right? AOC. Yeah, that lady just, there's something really wrong with her. The guy tried to get me to let him go grab my stuff for me, and I was like, no, I don't. What? He's touching your stuff. If he's touching your stuff, you're gonna get what he's got. Think about it. The virus can live on the damp mask much longer than it can in the air. The masks are to spread it. Well, it's not only spreading that, but like I said, the bacteria that builds up. If you go through a respirator fit qual, you'll see that like you have to clean the mask every time you use it, let it air dry, then put it in a sealed bag. So it has to be completely dry before you can do that. And it has to be cleaned with alcohol, or, it depends on, I say alcohol because that's what I use here, because I'm not in any live nerve agent or active viruses or anything that I know of. Dust from carbon fiber and composites and stuff like that. So Trident Tony's in the house, Tactical Tone. So yeah, like if they're not telling, like I see people driving around with 20 of these masks hanging from their windshield. But the window's down, just blowing all the germs around. It just makes no sense to me. Oh man. Definitely something else. What's going on, Tactical Tone? How we doing? I'm a respiratory protective equipment expert. I went to school and ran the RPPM program. The commands I was in, doctors don't know shit about respiratory protection and yeah, well, no, they don't, man. I did too. I went to CBRNE school, but like I said, back then it was NBC school. And bro, like I've ran through, like in the beginning of all this, I went through the manual and was just talking about a chemical attack or a virus attack, and was like telling everybody about it, and it's just people are dumbfounded. Like, I mean, we have to decontaminate tanks, you have to decontaminate APCs. I mean, everything has to be decontaminated, and you're wearing a mask supposedly that helps you, which doesn't, but then you're taking all that shit that you got at the store into the house. Now, we know at least, let's say, at minimum, 10 people touched it, right? So you got the manufacturer, all right? Then you have the assembly line person, and then you have the shippings and logistics guy that boxes it up and ships it out. And then, so there's 3. You have the shipping company, whether it be the trucking company or whatever, so that's 4. Then you have the warehouse that receives it, so there's possibly another contact, so 5. And then at the distribution center, it's going to be taken off and sent down conveyor belts, so it's handled by another person. So that's 6. And then it's going to go to the respective stores, which is going to be handled by another person. And then that store, that shipping logistics person, is going to separate it into bins. So that's another person or 2 or 3 people. And then another person is going to put it on the shelf. So we're already at 9, right? And this is just from the manufacturer to the distribution warehouse to the actual store. So 9 people, and that's not even including the people that pick the stuff, or the packaging people or the people that made the plastic. So just from the manufacturing place to you, at least 10 people's dirty dick beaters have touched it. So you mean to tell me that you've decontaminated all your stuff? Did you open every package you do with masks? So gay says Tony, I just carry bourbon with me and sanitize my mouth. Right. That's the best Listerine in it. Doing good work. Doing good, bro. Working. Yeah, I'm getting ready to go to work. I got a lot of orders coming in for elderberry jam, jelly, syrup, Not so much the tincture and stuff because everybody's afraid of the brandy, but getting kids ready for school. Yeah, yep. Sounds like fun. I hate shopping. Thank God we can do it all online. Don't get me wrong. If a private store wants me to wear a mask, I will respect the right of a private business. Okay, of course, right? To dictate what they want and not in their store. Yet state mandates on stores, no. Yeah, I mean, they can't mandate you. I won't wear a mask, no matter how many looks. I mean, I'll play your lingo for the time being to walk in the store, but as far as that, after that, as soon as I walk past them, I'm taking it off. Because the state is taking private businesses' right to say how to run their privately owned businesses. It can affect their businesses and cause them to. Yeah, well, they're just pricing them out. Like, we've had in the next town or two over. Well, I mean, most of the southern Indiana area, CVS has bought out all the local drugstores, all of them. So far, there's been 8 total drugstores that were bought out by CVS, and the reason why CVS bought them out is because the other companies, the other mom and pops places, were competing with them, and by competing, they were request, they were sending in a request for, let's say, hydroxychloroquine, for example. They're sending in request. We need 5 million tablets of hydroxychloroquine. Well, it was a competing bid between CVS and these other smaller companies, mom and pop places. So in order to quell that problem, CVS bought them out, like a hostile takeover, essentially. Well, now, if you want to go get a prescription, you got to sit in a fucking line for 2 hours to get your prescription, because CVS is the only place that you can get it here, or in southern Indiana. I think CVS and Walgreens, maybe. You can still get some at Sam's Club, and I don't know about the Walmart pharmacy, but I mean, all the mom and pop places were hostile takeover and closed down business. Got to be rinsed, washed twice, documented, separated, sorted. Yeah, right. Yeah. Like I showed the just the initial phase of the person being decontaminated in a 3-step system, and people were just amazed. Now that doesn't include, disinfecting or decontaminating something that's going into your house. So I ran emergency reclamation teams for aircraft crash sites, and we went through the entire decontamination process every time. Yeah, and do a video on that, man. I mean, I'm digging the videos, but do a video on that, like, so because not as many people watch my channel as they do yours. So do a video on it, man, because like I don't care about the views as much as I care about getting the information out. It's totally discerning to me that people like will avoid you like the plague, like you have the plague, because you don't have a mask on. So the idiocracy of the whole situation is that the American public is so dumbed down that they believe this shit far enough to the point to where the lady would push her kids back into the aisle and stand up against the wall like there was a train coming through, and she didn't want her kid. Like, bitch, the air outside is not going to kill you. If it did, everybody would already be dead. Oh, man, oh, man. Clear the gangway coming through. All right, so you wouldn't run through, like, say you had some kind of deadly virus. If you had some deadly virus, you wouldn't be walking to a friggin' store with it, right? Like, if hazmat started rolling through, I mean, maybe gangway, clear the gangway, whatever, or get the fuck out the way completely. I rarely mention it because it brings back some bad memories. All right, man, I understand. Roger that. Yeah, well, dealing with plane crashes is not. I've seen some pretty fucked up shit too, man. So I just try to work around it, and Remember the good times, man. That's the best way to do it. Just to get into PTSD treatment facility in Virginia, they made a change. They made us change out of clothes, put all belongings in a bag, and added heat to kill bad stuff. Exposed to UV for 12 hours. So now you have skin cancer. What the? Well, yeah, UV does kill viruses, but 12 hours? Damn. And that was recently? Since the cerveza bug takeoff, or just prior to that? And why didn't you go to the one in Texas, man? There's a dope-ass one in Texas. I hear everybody talking about the one in Texas. And I forget what it's called. Then you got your stuff back, and that was just for mainly killing, bed bugs, chiggers, and okay. Yeah, the cloth mask doesn't work, man. Look at the FDA. Look at the boxes. They just don't work. They just, I don't understand it. For you, okay, Roger that. So they were already, wow. I'm sure they get what do they call that, delousing? Yeah. But I've never heard of the UV light for 12 hours. That's something new. But yeah, if you know somebody that has had PTSD, man, send them to the VA and tell them you want to go to the place in Texas. Those guys down there are phenomenal. Phenomenal. But I'm glad you're doing better, man. I hate seeing anybody struggle. That's why I became a militant farmer. Because you always stay busy farming, so you don't have to worry to think about that stuff. I had some fucked up dreams the other night, and then I wake up and I see Staff Sergeant Badass from SOS Survival over there talking about he was trapped or something, and oh shit, I'll have to look it up. But he had some funny post. So yeah, as soon as I wake up, gotta get going and get the brain busy. But yeah, Staff Sergeant Badass over at Step 1 Survival, he posted up some funny shit. Like he was, I don't even remember. It was funny though this morning. So, but everybody has their battles to deal with. I need to go and re-up my meds, but I won't go to the VA, man. Fuck that. I ain't going there. I'll go for my 6-month checkup or whatever, but I'm not going. Look for a mall within 200 miles for the kids. What? Tony, buy this shit online. Dayton has a good one. We got to go on fly fishing private clubs, had equestrian training with horses, mindfulness class, and they let us smoke still. Plus, all fucked up vets are fun to be with. I know, right? Right. Yes, sir. It's always good to be back around your brothers and sisters, man. Crazy when you live in the sticks. Oh, I know, man. Yeah. I mean, the internet's already cut out once today. The power was out yesterday. And it just sprinkled, so. But it's inpatient and 3 months long. I'm glad to see that they're helping people out, though, because, for the longest time, nobody, you couldn't get help for that, so. Can't get clothes for kids. Why? Why can't you? Ah, oh, come on. You don't have a bunch of girls, Tony? Shit. Like, I can see if the girls want to try it on, but damn. My kids hate me because I'm like, I look in the back. I like when their clothes are folded on the table. I'm like, hey, do these still fit? Yeah, why? All right, I'll order your shit online, bro. My daughters are not that way. Sometimes they'll order stuff online because they know their size or whatever. Most of the time, well, shit, now you can't get anything in the store. We went to an outlet mall a couple weeks ago, and they didn't have anything. Shot an armadillo last night. Tough little fucker. Yeah, for sure. I just spent a weekend with some dysfunctional assholes that I served with, and we all had a blast. That's awesome, man. Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. Morning, Gabriel. How we doing today? They still invite me to go fly fish, and I can call the horse owners if I wanted to. Yeah, my sister owns horses, and I can't ride anytime. Huh. Make a helmet. Digging up the yard. All right, well, I have to get out of here today, guys and gals. I got stuff going on. So, anyways, thanks for everybody for showing up. Great chat. Hopefully we'll be back tomorrow. But as you guys and gals see, I got kicked out today, so it's supposed to rain again tomorrow. So we will be back hopefully. And the mindfulness class saved my mind. Couldn't recommend mindfulness meditation more. All right, awesome, cool. I'll have to look into that. Look into that for sure. I mean, I'm sure that'll help everybody. Pres and Gov is more worried about people not working than people working, right? Yeah, they don't want let everybody turn everybody loose. I think we're finally at 75% here in Indiana, so they're opening a lot of stuff back up. But yep, thank you guys and gals, appreciate it. I'll see you guys and gals tomorrow, God willing, internet willing. So thumbs up, thumbs down, bitches, moans, complaints, leave them in the comment section below. I'm Irish USMC Vet. Thank you to all my brothers and sisters out there that served our country. I appreciate you. And thanks for everybody for checking in. Have a great day. Do something productive and learn something new. Simplify and Godspeed, guys and gals. Have a great day.